Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm thrilled to have you here for this demo. I'm really excited to dive into the concept of Databricks Assets Bundles, explore its key features and benefits, and learn how to effectively deploy using Databricks Assets Bundle into Databricks Workspace. So without further ado, let's get started. What are database assets bundles? Database assets bundles, in short, dApps, are designed to streamline the development process for complex data analytics and machine learning projects on the Databricks platform. Think of dApps as your all-in-one solution for managing your projects during active development. With dApps, you can easily implement CI/CD capabilities directly into your software development workflow using a single concise YAML syntax. One of the benefits of using dApps is their ability to automate various aspects of your project, including testing, deployment, and configuration management. By automating these processes, you not only save time and effort but also reduce the likelihood of errors creeping into your code. Additionally, dApps promotes software best practices across your organization by providing templated projects. These templates serve as standardized blueprints that ensure consistency and quality across your projects. In this section, I have defined major elements which I'm going to use in this project. Understanding these syntax components will help us effectively configure and manage our dApps, ensuring smooth workflow execution. This is the high-level architecture of our project. When new files arrive in the data lake, a Databricks workflow job is triggered using a file arrival trigger. This job executes the data live-table pipeline, which is responsible for ingesting the data and process it. In this section, I have outlined the file structure of the project. The resource folder stores the jobs and pipelines that will be used for dApps deployment, while the source folder contains the modules and Delta Live Tables notebook. The Azure Pipeline YAML file is used for DevOps build pipelines, and the Databricks YAML file is the main file for dApps deployment. Additionally, the requirements text files holds the Python libraries required for installation. Allow me to explain this project. Our objective is to create a notebook for the DLT pipelines. In the SRC folder, I have created a folder called Autoloader, which is used to read files using Databricks Autoloader. Within the Autoloader folder, I have created a module called DataFrame, which is used to return the data frame. As you can see in this code, I have created cloud file options to create the data frame using Databricks Autoloader. The DLT batch load notebook is used for the DLT pipeline. I have written simple code to access modules from the Autoloader folder and pass the parameters to return the data frame for DLT process. It's time to explain the YAML file that we will use to deploy our project and create the jobs and pipelines. Inside the Databricks YAML file, I have defined the bundle configuration, include the targets. Targets will be used to identify the environments. The include configuration access the resources folder and include every YAML file when we deploy. The resource folder contains two YAML files, one for the jobs and another one for the DLT pipelines. Let's start with the pipelines. Pipelines are defined inside the resource section, and to identify the task, we need to use pipeline option. Then we need to give an identity to the pipeline. Other options include the name of the pipeline, catalog name, target database, clusters, notebook path, and configurations. The job YAML file also needs to be defined under the resource section. In this case, the task is jobs. Then we need to give an identification to the jobs. Other options include the name of the job, trigger, which is used to trigger the job when the file arrives, email notification, task, which is the DLT pipeline, and job cluster. Now that everything is set up, let's create the release pipeline tasks. You can see that I have created 4 tasks in the Azure DevOps pipeline. The first task is to select the Python version. Then we need to install the Databricks CLI to run the Databricks bundle commands. After that, using the Databricks CLI, we need to validate our bundle. We will use the command Databricks bundle validate -t followed by the target name. The bundle target variable is defined in the variable section. Inside the variable group, I have defined a variable group called dev variables, which contain 3 variables. Databricks host and Databricks token are used to authenticate, and bundle target is used to identify the target. You can create more variable groups according to your environments. The last task is to deploy the bundle. For that, we need to run the Databricks bundle deploy-t command. Let's run this release and check the Databricks jobs and DLT pipelines. As you can see, a new job has already been created. And a Delta Live Table pipeline has also been created. This concludes the video. In summary, Databricks Asset Bundles provide a seamless and efficient approach to developing and managing complex data projects on the Databricks platform. They enable you to streamline your workflow, reduce errors, and promote best practices, ultimately enhancing productivity and success for your organization. Thank you for watching.